ARK Invest just put a new price target on Tesla. Let's speak about it. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and I haven't spoke about Tesla in quite a while, but this warrants a video to be made. Last year, ARK estimated that in 2024, Tesla's share price would hit $7,000 per share, or $1,400 adjusted for its 5-for-1 stock split. Based on our updated research, we now estimate that they could approach $3,000 in 2025. That's the expected value, and in a bull case, they could also see $4,000. To arrive at this forecast, ARK used a Monte Carlo model with 34 inputs, the high and low forecast incorporating 40,000 possible simulations. So I am a Tesla investor, and it's kind of been a running joke on this channel that I've only ever regretted not putting more money into Tesla. Oftentimes I've been afraid to buy at the highs, but you know, we would have made money if I had just bought slowly and steadily on the highs and on the dips. And after reading through this report, and after just taking a little bit of a step back, I am now contemplating, finally just starting to buy Tesla, pretty much regardless of what the price is. Now, just for reference, as we're watching this video, Tesla is at $654 a share, and it fell from highs of very close to $900 a share. What's also interesting is you see we had these trend lines drawn out literally back from February, and you will see that they are now back inside of those levels. They've gone either side of it, but they are trading inside these levels once more. So this is what we're going to be speaking about today. We will go through what ARK Invest has to say. There's quite a bit there, and we'll see why they have these valuations so high. Right before we do get into that, guys, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Maybe drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you're buying more Tesla this week. And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. Also, my friends, I would like to ask you to go and check out this channel right here. You'll see there's no content yet. This is Chartmaster Trent. He's a guy in my Discord. He does live streams for the Patreons very often. He just set up a YouTube channel. He does lots of technical analysis. He's really interactive. He's an awesome, knowledgeable guy. It's going to be the first link in the description if you'd like to go sub to his channel and, maybe tune into a live stream down the line. If you're interested in joining that private Discord group, that'll be the second link in the description today. Usually it's the first, but Trent gets the first link today. And if you like 2 free stocks on me, well, that's the third link. So we're just going to get right into it, okay? So they explained how they, got to these price targets very briefly. They used the Monte Carlo model with 34 inputs. So their 2025 price target, that's important to understand because the last number we had from ARK, the $1,700, was a 2024 price target. And their expected value is now $3,000, okay? So that was $1,400 a year earlier. If they have upped their price target, which was already immensely huge, by over 100% in a year, what could happen next year, 2022, 2023? Are they going to come out with another new price target? Is it going to keep growing at that kind of rate? Because if that is to be the case, then even $3,000 are going to look very small down the line. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, okay? So the expected value, okay, is $3,000. That's their base case for Tesla stock in 2025. Even the bear case is $1,500, which represents nearly 2.5x. And I know this is Tesla, and people have seen this go up thousands of percent, but 2.5 times, okay, over the span of 5 years is a very solid return, and that's the bear case. And they believe there's a 25% probability that this may happen. Then there's the bull case, which is a whopping $4,000, and they also believe there's a 25% probability of that case happening. So we have this broad range of 1,500 to 4,000, and the expected value is to be 3,000, which again represents absolutely huge upside even from current prices. I mean, even from all-time highs, that still would have been a very nice upside. So with no single bear and bull case from our 40,000 simulations, we have selected what we believe to be a plausible case for each one. So 2020, this is the bear case, this is the bull case. So cars sold in millions, 500,000 2020. Bear case, 5 million sales, and the bull case is 10 million sales. Now things get interesting when we have a quick look at the average selling price. You would expect that during a bull case, that number would be higher, but in fact it's not. It's $9,000 cheaper on an average selling price basis. And initially that may seem counterintuitive. You would believe that the bull case would have more expensive vehicles, but not necessarily by any means. We all know that, Tesla wants these vehicles to be available and easy to access to pretty much everybody, and they want to be extraordinarily cost effective. So essentially having a cheaper average selling price will mean that more vehicles are sold for one. That's the very obvious one. But it will also mean that Tesla's achieving their actual goals. And we have seen Tesla consistently bring down the price as time goes on. So hopefully they can keep doing that, and that will make this bull case more likely than not. So that would bring their electric vehicle revenue. And keep in mind, this is just their electric vehicle revenue. There is a lot more to Tesla. At $367 billion, and in the bear case, it's still $234 billion. Insurance revenue, okay, is still billions. The bear case actually 23, and the bull case is 6. And then human-driven ride-hail revenue net. So you will see that in the bear case, that's 42 billion. But in the bull case, it's 0. But that is for a very good reason, because if we go one box lower, the autonomous ride-hail revenue, you will see that's where the bull case comes in, and you will see just how much more money that will be able to make than the human-driven ride-hail. 327 billion in comparison to 42 billion. Electric vehicle gross margin excluding credits, so again, in the bull case, you will see it's actually much lower. But that is not a bad thing. Total gross margin is higher at 50% in comparison to 43%. EBITDA is at 18 in comparison to 14. I mean, these are extraordinarily reasonable numbers. Market cap looking towards 4 trillion in the bull thesis and 1.5 trillion in the bear thesis. Now obviously a lot of this is simplified down, this isn't the exact, so they do give disclaimers for that, but this is rounded, this is the general idea. So what you will see straight away is that in their bull thesis, the main things that have to happen is they have to sell more cars, however the cars have to be cheaper, and we will be looking for autonomy. You will see at that stage the autonomous ride-hail revenue will nearly be equivalent, okay, to the electric vehicle revenue of 10 billion sales. So when we speak about Tesla, very often we do bring up their autonomous technology, and I don't think we can stress the importance of that coming to fruition, especially after looking at this ARK Invest report. So key assumptions for the bull and bear case examples reflected above. Using Wright's law, electric vehicle gross margins never exceed 40% for the bear or 25% for the bull. Gross capex per car is 8k in the bear thesis and 6k in the bull. Maximum annual production increase, which again is going to be very important, 65% in the bear and 90% for the bulls. And then percent of all Teslas on the autonomous platform in 2025 need to be looking at 60% for the bull thesis to come to fruition. So the key updates to their model, because you know you're going to need some answers when you see their price target going up so much from literally a year prior. We pushed our forecast price target forward 1 year to 2025. We refined our estimates for Tesla's capital efficiency, very important. We added Tesla's insurance business to our model. Now so be it, it's not the biggest part of it, but it's still there. We added assumptions for a human-driven ride-hail service, interesting, and we increased the probability of Tesla achieving full autonomous driving within 5 years. Now this is potentially the most important sentence to read when you look at that bull thesis and even the base case. We increased the probability of Tesla achieving full autonomous driving within 5 years. Now that is obviously, and I mean it's extraordinarily obvious that is going to drive Tesla's share price up very quickly. So a lot of this report now is, you know, on the way that autonomy is going to be reached, and it is going to be implemented very quickly in mass production. So just make sure you don't skip over that simple sentence. Now the bear cases, even without that autonomous driving, still offers really nice upside. So since their 2024 analysis, we increased our assumptions for Tesla's capital efficiency. So previously they estimated Tesla would spend $11,000 to $16,000 per incremental unit of capacity in 2024. But in 2019, okay, the capex per incremental vehicle produced was roughly $9,200. In 2020, Tesla spent $3.1 billion on capex, putting capital efficiency in 2021 at $10,330, assuming a 60% increase in vehicle production. This math probably overstates the capital required from an incremental vehicle, because a portion of capex is for long dated projects like autonomous data centers and Tesla's vertically integrated cell factory. But also at Battery Day, Tesla announced that its updated cell chemistry and manufacturing process would reduce investment costs by 75% over time. And then they go on to speak about the insurance aspect of things, which yeah, it is interesting. And of course it all adds up and it does all play into, you know, the valuation. Now, human-driven ride-hail. So this is part of their bear case. Previously they had said that a Tesla human-driven ride-hail service would have a lower cost structure than that of incumbent companies, laying the foundation for a fully autonomous ride-hail network. In our bear case example, ride-hail could add an additional $20 billion to Tesla's operating profit by 2025, increasing the price target by about $500. So this in itself still has, you know, upped the bear cases. Then it comes to fully autonomous ride-hail, and this is what we have to look at. In their last valuation model, ARK assumed that Tesla had a 30% chance of delivering fully autonomous driving in 5 years. Now ARK estimates that the probability is 50% by 2025, and this is genuinely one of the primary reasons I believe that the price target has gone up so much so quickly. Since their last forecast, neural networks have solved many complex problems previously considered unsolvable, increasing the probability that robotaxis are viable. And again, I want you guys to think about the fact that this has happened in the span of a year, and we are looking at 5-year price targets. I mean, what's going to happen next year? What's going to happen 2023? Is that going to go from 50% to 90%? And will that mean that the price target goes goes up much higher. The last bull thesis still implied that there was going to be autonomy and it was only $1,700. This bull thesis implies there's going to be autonomy and it's $3,000. It's one to think about. And here's a very easy to understand chart that shows, you know, bear, expected, and bull. So personally, I do think this is very interesting, okay? Not exactly new news, but it's nice to get new perspective from ARK. It's always nice to get an ARK update. It's always very well put together. But there's also a few things that I don't think were spoken about very much in here. Reading through it, there wasn't much mention of, you know, the solar aspects of Tesla. And I'm not exactly sure why. But does that mean that the bull, bear, and base case has all just got a little bit better as well? I'm going to be very interested to keep up to date with this and see what other analysts have to say in response to this, because I think we all know that there's analysts both very much so for and very much so against Tesla. Now again, one other thing I find very interesting is we go all the way back to the start of February, even the end of January, and we have been in these trend lines right here. Broke up above them, came all the way back down. Broke below them, we went all the way up, and now we're back in the middle somewhere. If they can keep up this level of growth, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. But again, when I'm looking at Tesla and I'm considering putting more money into this company, I am very similar to ARK, and I definitely have a 5+ year outlook. I mean, I don't think it's outside the realms of possibility at all for Tesla to come down a couple $100. But I also do believe that ultimately in a few years time, you're going to have made considerable money. I mean, I remember buying, where was it? I think it was right here at the highs, and it came back down. Everybody told me I was crazy, and then we're up over 100%, and I was very late to the Tesla party. And again, that saying sticks with me. I've only ever regretted not buying more Tesla. I've never regretted the initial buy. But anyway, my friends, that's my thoughts on what ARK Invest has to say. I think everybody knows I love ARK on this channel. I think this was really well put together, and they always back up everything that they had to say, so that's awesome. If you have watched this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me that comment down below, and please, my friend, subscribe if you're new around here. Again, if you are interested in that private Discord group, that will be the second link in the description. In there you get access to all of my buy and sell alerts. We do pre-market messages speaking about what's going on in the world, what we're watching. And if you like those 2 free stocks on Webull, that'll be the third link. Anyway guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.